In addition, there is a major recent official plan. It will lock so many idle devices in the industry graphics cards, chip machines and other machines that can communicate with the chain stencil rivets. Because the current idle equipment in the industry is actually very valuable, especially for the chain. If these resources are really used, the carrying capacity can be really expanded to a huge extent so that all ecosystems can be fully clustered and 100% on the chain. It's only necessary to use the logic of Por so that device resources will not be wasted by competing for blocks. The arrival and implementation of the metaphors is not a matter of application development. The primary task in the process of distributing the blockchain as its core foundation is to provide it with storage and computing power. Currently, all storage chains are independent of storage and have no internal reality. Value cold data. So, number 1, cancel the special miner with fixed parameters. Any device with a basic communication function can communicate and shake hands with the Poriot public chain on the chain. All can obtain computing power to participate in token incentives by freely binding personal terminals according to the pledge rules of the Por mechanisms and combining with the official authorized private key. Therefore, not only our LOT gateway can participate, but also almost all idle machines in the existing society can participate. However, the Por pledge that punishment mechanism must be followed and authorized by the private key. The punishment mechanism is to be randomly checked at least 24 heartbeats a day to determine whether it's running and working properly. Private key will be automatically burned after the use. Number 2, beginning in May, following the original Por formula protocol, the ZK team has initially demonstrated and implemented it in the imagination of the object chain. In order to truly use and integrate all social idle machines that can be riveted for maximum benefit, we will take the lead in launching the industry's first real multi-public chain parallel format, with Poriot as the main chain and the object chain. The main chain and several major chains will be launched one after the other. The subchains that are independent but strictly subdivided are always decided by the main chain that shakes hands with each other. But they are all completely native public chains, and due to the focus and single subdivision of the types of work, they are all in their own performance. It is a super large scale public chain, but all of them use Poriot as the main chain object chain, so they also understood as subchains. Each subchain is responsible for a single and completely clear fixed direction in the field of Poriot. For example, single main storage and a single main calculation can optimize the subdivision of all the currently idle machines to match each subchain and make the chain performance fully utilized to perform ecological services. All the massive user portals, application portals, and ecological clusters will completely be unified in the Poriot main net system, but they will be allocated in the most scientific and accurate way to subordinates with corresponding service capabilities, according to the underlying operating requirements of their receptive ecological applications, chain. The machines and equipment participating in the service and participating in the operation of each subchain will also receive a very rich token of the chain as a service incentive. In short, each ecological cluster is in the same scene and entrance, but the respective operating pressures are reasonable and accurately allocated into each subchain. The object chain format of the Poriot public chain can make the large-scale DApp in the industry truly complete. This may really have the ability to deal with the service environment and needs that may be different in each ecology, so that the development and on-chain of the whole society is massive. Extreme application ecological prosperity can be solved.